I drink Dr. Pepper, don't you see? 'Cause it's the perfect taste for me.
Hello, and welcome to the Pepper Pack Podcast. As always, it's me, Konnor, the Dr. Pepper designer, and with me, the wonderful, the amazing, the soccer legend, Zach Bowman, the Dr. Pepper teacher.
Pepper teacher. What's up, everybody? You call me a soccer legend. Man, I'm watching the World Cup right now, and I feel bad all the time because Dario Moya always shows up late. He's probably eating cookies.
Welcome, Dario.
Hey!
And so
I thought he made it.
he made it. He rushed to get here. But I told my wife today, I said, hey, these are the teams that are left in the World Cup. These are the ones that I want to win, so this happens. But now that I've actually said that out loud, they're all going to lose. And what happens today? All the teams that I wanted to win all lost. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pulling for England, and I was pulling for can't remember the team at Portugal.
Yeah.
Man. Well, if you're just tuning in, this is episode number 55 of the podcast. Can you imagine that it's been 55?
I've been here for a while.
But yes, we gotta start this off like we do every other episode.
Oh, yes. Oh, I thought I missed it.
No, you got here just in time.
Yes!
Just in time, Dario.
All
right, as always.
1,
2,
23. Yeah.
Yeah, we been sitting here for a while waiting for that 23 if Dario didn't show up on time.
Oh, savor it, boys. With this inflation, you got to just savor every minute of this, Dr. Pepper.
You get me started on Dr. Pepper inflation. It hurts. I was at Costco today, and their 35 packs used to be like $12, $14.
Yep.
They're like $17.50 or $17.80.
Oh, yeah.
You know what makes me mad?
Mm-hmm.
The blue soda and the red soda moved a couple rows over in the Costco store.
Mm-hmm.
Their 35 and 36 packs are still like $13, $14. And I was like, all right, they know Dr. Pepper people are going to pay for the good stuff. And so there's prices on us and breaks my heart.
I mean, if you use cheap product, cheap materials, that's how you get a cheap price. You know, but if you use the good stuff, the good quality ingredients, then you unfortunately got to pay for it, and it's worth every penny because come on, really, I will never base myself to drink any of that. I'd rather drink water.
I'd rather just start, but
no, man, I still want to live, so I'm going to drink water.
It's
either Dr. Pepper Cherry, and water.
Yes, Sharon.
Yeah.
Speaking the truth today.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like I said, like I understand it, but like I'm running out of money. Dr. Pepper. All right.
Well, but hey, you know what? Speaking about inflation, and how it's getting to us, you still have time to fight and beat inflation by going to our Redbubble store. I don't know if you guys talked about the Redbubble store yet, but you know what? A good way to beat the inflation is getting to the Redbubble store and getting one of the new shirts that Konnor made. Mine just came in. Oh yeah.
Long sleeve.
Long sleeve, Dr. Pepper red. Perfect. Oh man, this is the best shirt. I cannot wait to rock this shirt. I would have been rocking it tonight, but I just came in to the door.
Well, we can kick just jump on. If you change,
No, it's all right. I'm okay.
That's all right. Well, I was looking at all the stats of that, and I did see there was a few that went up to California, and I was like, I wonder if Dario got one of these. We did get some that were sent over to the UK, so.
Ooh, nice.
We're international, boys.
Hey, I'll drink to that.
There we go. Yeah. So we had a great guest tonight. So I had a guest lined up, and we were all excited to talk to him. And then 2 days ago, he messaged me and said, "Hey, something came up, and I'm not available in the evening." I was like, "What about during the day?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm tied up all day Saturday now." And I was like, "Okay." So I started my panic. I'm gonna send messages out to everybody, and I had one of our great ambassadors, co-ambassadors, got back to me today and said, "Hey, I can do that. That sounds fun." I was like, "Yes, we can have another one."
Right.
So, without any further ado, let's bring in Austin. Austin, how are you, sir?
Hey.
Thank you for joining us.
How's it
Hey,
going?
Austin.
Good to be here.
We gotta drink some Dr. Pepper first. Have you had yours yet? There we
I got
go.
my Panda Express one.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
a nice tumbler. I love Express tumbler. That was a good one.
That was great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Super.
All right, Austin. So we gotta start every episode off the same way. We want you to tell us a tale about Dr. Pepper and Austin. How did you guys
What's your
Me-
history?
what's your tell us a story?
Yes.
How my
Tell us the story.
love affair started. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about this actually right after you asked me to do the podcast, and I was like, well, yeah, like what? How did it all start? And my mom growing up loved Dr. Pepper, and
Sounds like a smart woman.
Mm-hmm.
oh, super smart. And she like kind of started my love for it. What's funny is like a lot of people, wanted to drink other sodas that we shall not mention.
Thank you.
And then,
So many ambassadors out here that say the names, and I'm like, no.
but yeah, so she's kind of started that, and then we kind of got away from soda as kids. We played like sports and all that stuff, and so we wanted to stick more to Gatorade and all that stuff. And so around high school, going over to my buddy's house, he always had Dr. Pepper, and I was like, sweet, I'll just kind of start that again. And it ended up being like whenever we were deciding whose house we wanted to hang out, it was always, hey, let's go to my friend's house because he has Dr. Pepper. So
That's a good friend right there.
that's right. So, and then eventually his mom
had-
started stocking Dr. Pepper because she knew I was coming over. So yeah.
See, my friends' moms stopped stocking Dr. Pepper because they knew I was coming over. No, and I was like, all right, we got to do
They're
something.
like, hide the good stuff from him.
Yeah.
This guy's costing us a ton of money.
Yeah, we'll put out the red stuff to keep them away.
That's how I lose friends.
You can't have that kind of negativity in your life.
I know, right? So, how did you hear or find out about the Pepper Pack? What did your process of getting into the Pepper Pack look like?
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite stories. I saw the application go out. I think it was on Twitter. They just had like an open forum and all that stuff. So I was like, Dr. Pepper, sweet. I saw it while I was in college. And at that time, everyone kind of knew I was a Dr. Pepper fan, to the point where, I didn't drink in college, but I would come to, the hangouts with Dr. Pepper. So all my friends would have Dr. Pepper on hand just for me.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a thing, and everyone kind of knew that. And so when I saw that, I was like, that's got to be me. It was kind of like my brand in college. So I applied for it, and honestly thinking like, I'm not going to get in. Like, there's so many other like Dr. Pepper fans that, so much more maybe prominent than I am. And so I just didn't think it was like a real thing. And then Dr. Pepper messaged me on Twitter and was like, hey, you're in. Congratulations. And so I was like, sweet. So that's kind of how I got the process, and I just didn't even think it was going to happen. And then it happened. Oh,
So how long did you have to wait between your application being submitted and them messaging you on Twitter?
I was trying to look that up. I don't remember how long I waited, because I don't remember the first. I applied using my student email, so I don't have the record of when I first did it, and so, but I did see that I got on September 17th of 2017. So
Okay.
All right.
yeah.
So yeah, you were probably in the same class I was in, because I got my official email back for them on September 11th of 2017.
Nice.
So they might have sent you that email, and you might not have replied to it after a week, and they're like, okay, well, let's reach out to them on Twitter. And
yeah.
All right.
I'm sure.
Wow.
well, that's good.
That's awesome.
We have a long joke in this show of me getting mad when Dr. Pepper contacts people and invites them. Josh, I think, was one of those ones that they reached out to and told him to apply for it versus me having to apply and wait. Hey, Jason, how's it going? So Jason's our buddy down in Texas. He actually got to meet him for our podcast 1-year anniversary. He came to our celebration at the Waco Museum, so it's fun. But
that's my hat to Waco from our trip there. We went there last year. We went and visited the silos, and then I told my wife I still need to go see the Dr. Pepper Museum. So
that's how I got my wife to go with me for the museum, because they're like, hey, come with me for this Dr. Pepper Museum thing for the podcast. And the silos are literally not even, I feel like, a mile down the road. I was like, let's spend some time there and spend some money. And so, it's a good negotiating bargain.
and I went right before you guys had your live show there.
Oh yeah.
And I asked the front desk lady, I was like, do you have anything for Pepper Pack investors? And she had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If I had went just after y'all had your live show there, I'm sure it would have been different.
We talked to them about, like, we'll provide you guys some stuff from our store if you want to create something for the podcast or the Pepper Pack. And I'm surprised they don't have an exhibit set up yet for the Pepper Pack. And
yeah,
we need to infiltrate that place.
Exactly. We do need to have a date where as much of us as possible can make it to Waco. You know, that would definitely be a great thing to do, a great get together. I know we've had to get togethers that some of them have been a little bit hard to get to with, with schedules and such. And, all of us have been in different parts of the country, but still
it's hard.
Yeah.
Well, Austin, if you get to go back to the museum, you got to make sure you do the Extreme Pepper tour.
Okay.
Because they gave Josh and I and our families that as a gift, and we got to do that. And they take you back into the vault. So when you go, if you remember in the little soda fountain area, there's like a glass window and you can see like a storage room. There's like 2 or 3 of those storage rooms back behind closed doors, and they take you in there and let you look through. Like, you can't touch anything, and they don't want you to take any pictures because they don't want people to know what they have and where they keep it and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So I was losing my mind because I was like, I've never seen this stuff before, and I don't want to forget what it looks like, but they wouldn't let me take pictures. But the curators or whatever that give the tour made me feel stupid just because of how much they knew more than me of Dr. Pepper. And I was like, I thought I knew a lot, but okay.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, it's something I can't wait to do. Finally get it done. I'm going to try this next year. So that's the resolution for this year. Last year's resolution was to make it to the museum. Well, that didn't happen. This year, make it again. We'll see if it happens.
We need to get this done in June because Dario will be on summer vacation, do the Dr. Pepper Collectors Convention, and then do a meetup at the Waco Museum.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that
sounds like a good time.
That would be a good time. And man, imagine all the items they would have at the Collectors Convention. Man,
try to get that back on the airplane with you, Dario.
Like, our wives won't let us buy. No, it's not that they won't let us buy it. It's just that we know there's other things we have to spend money on.
Yeah. Wow.
We can skip.
You know the pain. You have a daughter as well.
Hey, I have a truck, so I'll just drive it back home.
Okay. Dario's like, I'm buying everything.
Yeah. I'll bring in a second suitcase.
We'll put it in my truck and I'll drive it home, and then we'll slowly but surely ship it back and forth.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yep. All right. So Austin, we've neglected one of the most important questions we like to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
What is your preferred go-to method of drinking Dr. Pepper? Do you prefer the can, the glass bottle,
Yeah.
the fountain drink, the 2-liter, the jelly bean, the bubble gum,
Candy cane.
candy cane? Away.
No.
We don't talk about the candy cane.
No, we do not talk about that candy cane.
Candy cane Bruno. We're not bringing that back up.
Candy cane was rough.
Yeah.
Don't buy the candy cane.
Don't. It's not good.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Not approved.
So, what is your preferred method of drinking Dr. Pepper?
It's a great question. I think I'm gonna have to go with tumbler. It's good. I feel like it's a good mix of the can and the draft you get.
Ooh.
So do you pour the can in there, or do you do the
2-liter?
Fountain drink.
I do the can.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like the can.
Oh yeah.
I always feel like the fountain drinks and 2 liters just don't have the same like rich sharpness to the taste or whatever.
Yeah, it's not as crisp.
It doesn't have the burn that I'm looking for.
Yeah. Exactly.
But now
It's not Dr. Pepper unless it burns you going down.
that real sugar though, man, I need more of that. That real sugar. So yeah, so you like the tumbler, pour it in there. Do you add ice or do you just leave it refrigerated then add it into the tumbler?
Ice for sure.
All right.
If it's like an insulated tumbler like this, yeah, definitely add some ice. I don't want the ice to melt down my drink too much.
That's right. Don't go for that watered down stuff.
Well, that's why you just gotta drink it fast enough that it doesn't water
Yeah,
down.
that's true. But sometimes you want to savor.
Can number 2, here we go.
That's right.
All right.
And so you prefer the on the shelf original Dr. Pepper, or do you prefer any of the other flavors?
No, I like the on the shelf. Sometimes when I'm, you go to like a fast food place, they have that big machine that has all the different flavors and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. So during that time, that's when I usually branch out a little bit and get my a strawberry.
All right.
Dr. Pepper. I feel like that's a
All
good
right.
combination for sure.
Yeah. Strawberry's pretty good. I liked it. The first time I had it was at Jack in the Box.
I still haven't had the strawberry. I'm waiting for something special just to make it available for me.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully in February something happens. That's all I'm saying.
But do you ever do the vanilla? Because I always got to ask about the vanilla float. Have you ever had the Dr. Pepper vanilla float?
Oh yeah. Definitely had that. I think we had that at the Dr. Pepper Museum, if I'm not mistaken.
No, did they make you a frosty pepper where it's ice cream with Dr. Pepper? Because if you were there just before we did,
yeah, it was Dr. Pepper with a scoop of ice cream in it.
Okay. So the vanilla float is actually a can that they sell.
Okay.
But they only sell it in like the Southeast United States now. But back in like 2013, 2014, they sold it nationwide during the summers.
Oh, wow.
So I have about 5 12-packs of it still in my basement. I had a student grab for me last summer when they were down in like the Arkansas, Alabama area.
Nice.
But yeah, Jason says at Sonic he puts peach flavor in. Never done that.
Interesting.
But I do have them.
That sounds like an experiment.
I do have them do like the vanilla or the vanilla cream, and there it tastes very similar to the vanilla float.
Yeah.
No, I'm out here in Southern California, so I'm not.
Yay!
Yeah.
Finally got another California person.
Let's go.
Hey.
Real quick, real fast. Bailey, you got to vote on our YouTube channel. I put a poll out there, and we'll see what people are voting for. If they want to hear me sing it, or if they want to just not cry.
Oh, we got to have the 12 Days of Dr. Pepper.
It's just like the sting that goes down. We got to have the little burn of your no.
It's not gonna be a little bird. It's gonna be full on.
But
it is tradition, sir. It is a tradition. You started it. You
I
got to
know.
keep it going.
Dr. Pepper caroling.
Yes.
It's funny you mentioned, the vanilla hasn't been, or it's only sold in certain areas. Have you guys heard of Cactus Cooler? Dario, you probably have.
No, I have not.
I'm
I'm in the valley.
Because there's another. I feel like there's another Pepper Pack ambassador that does something like that.
Yeah, well, at the Dr. Pepper Museum, we did a taste test of the sodas that they had. Like they had everything from Dr. Pepper to a pickle soda.
Did you do the Taste of Pepper experience?
Yep.
Okay, we got to do that too. Yeah, I did not like the pickle one.
That was horrible.
I hate pickles, and I was like, no, I don't want to. And then of course, like smell it. I was like, no, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think my wife even tried it. She was like, she just smelt it and was like, no. But it was an experiment, man. But one of them was Cactus Cooler, which is like a pineapple orange flavor soda, and it's funny because I kind of grew up having Cactus Cooler, but the people around us were like, "Oh, this is good. This is, kind of new. What is this called again?" And I was just like, I didn't know that they didn't sell it everywhere. It was just, it seemed kind of funny to realize that not all of these sodas are sold everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I had to look it up just to make sure, but no, I've seen it. I've never tried it because I'm not a fan of pineapple.
Yeah.
So that's and so that's kind of like why I've stayed away from it. But no, I've seen the Cactus Coolers around, around in California. But I'm not a cactus. I'm not a pineapple person.
You're not a cactus, Dario?
I'm not into cactus. I'm not into pineapples.
You like cactus?
Yeah, I'm not a cactus either.
You're the wrong way.
Yeah, going the wrong way.
I guess we need a new shirt. I'm not a cactus.
So, Austin, some of your highlights, like top 2 or 3 highlights so far of being a brand ambassador for Dr. Pepper and your experience in the Pepper Pack. I mean, you are by no means obligated to talk about being a guest on the podcast. We don't want that to steal from the other one, so we'll just say you can't say that.
Your next favorite.
Then my next favorite, yeah. Because this is obviously the best.
Well,
yeah. I mean, this is fantastic. So,
stop.
And you guys are still paying me, right? Okay, cool.
Zach and I are teachers. Good luck getting money out of us.
So, all of a sudden, we lost connection.
Oh no! What happened? Oh man! Oh wow! It's
that one was me.
It didn't happen to me this time.
All right, back to your favorite memories.
I think. Well, first of all, I guess the best perk about it is, whenever you're meeting new people, you're in a group or whatever, and they go around and say, "Oh, what's one fun fact about you?" This is great because I get to say I'm a Pepper Pack ambassador, and it's just a good conversation starter. People get to understand my love for Dr. Pepper. I even told my boss that in one of my interviews, so maybe that helped me get the job. But
they did.
Yeah, exactly.
We're very much like Austin because my wife, when I applied at my new school that I'm at right now, she's like, "Don't talk about Dr. Pepper. Just be professional."
So encouraging.
Don't do my best not to bring it up. And then I got called back for a second interview, and they said, "Hey, we called your references, and we asked them what's one thing that we should know about Zach, like that." And so I have a question for you. What is the Pepper Pack podcast? Because all your references talked about it, and so I just laughed, and I was like, "Oh." And he's like, I actually pulled it up on YouTube and watched a few episodes, and I thought it was hilarious, and I think it's great. So go keep doing it. I was like, yes. Like a job.
Oh, that's awesome. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's perfect. They get to see your personality, get to understand who you are better. So it's perfect. But yeah, I mean, being a Pepper Pack ambassador has been incredible. I think I'm trying to think like
have you been able to do any of the giveaways?
Sorry, I was just saying that being Larry Culpepper that first year was pretty fun. I even after that, I cut out the hair from the visor and then just kept the visor.
My visor's still hairy.
I just wanted a visor, man. I was like, I need this. So
I love that it came with like the knee brace, the fanny pack,
mhm.
the name badge, and everything.
Yeah. Headphones.
I mean, it was perfect. It was
Yeah.
great.
Well, I'm hoping like they pull all of us ambassadors in for Fansville next year, and they have like a Larry Culpepper training day where he's sitting there training us how to.
Yeah.
They had one of the commercials before where he was training people how to be the vendors, but or maybe he's training people. Then he goes, "Don't be like those guys," and he points to us, and we're sitting there drinking all the Dr. Pepper versus.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or maybe we
That's
should
great.
have Dr. PepperCon, and then he's like the main guest where everyone's dressed as their own, Dr. Pepper stuff. And
No, that needs to happen. We need a PepperCon, a Dr. PepperCon. We need a convention.
So Austin, have you been? I saw you got the Panda one, so I know you got the Panda Express box.
Yep.
Have you been able to be a part of the other giveaways, or have you been able to do 23 comments and?
Not recently. I haven't been quick enough. But I've gotten the birthday one where they send you the birthday cake flavored ones.
Yeah, that was a great one.
That was it. Yeah, that was cool. And that was. It's funny. That was when my parents actually believed me that I was a part of Pepper Ambassador. Huh?
So they didn't believe that you were you were an ambassador until you got that?
They're like, okay, cool. It says Pepper Ambassador on your profile, whatever. But it's sent to their house, and yeah, it was great. So I got that. I got the first taste of the
dark berry.
Dr. Pepper, yeah, no, not the berry, the float,
the cream soda.
Cream soda, that's it. Yep. So that was pretty fun. So yeah, just recently I haven't been able to get there, but yeah.
Well, that's cool. Now, have you met any other ambassadors in person?
No.
Well, I know California is a big state, but you and Dario both SoCal, so you guys have to do.
Well, I'm not necessarily in SoCal. I'm in near the Fresno area.
Mm-hmm.
So about good. What, you're in SoCal? So what? Good 3 hours away?
More near Los Angeles. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So at least a good 3 hours. Not that bad.
So Bailey gets told on the daily that she's a fancy ambassador.
Can't say. You better be pouring it into like a wine, like a goblet. Fancy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, you guys need to go down to Disneyland together.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. I'm hoping one day I'll just wear my Dr. Pepper shirt out and someone will be like, hey, I'm letting you know I'm an ambassador, and we could connect that way. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Run into people.
Oh yeah, definitely. We can make it happen. All right, we'll make it happen, Austin.
Love it.
Dario, we'll talk to you after the show. We'll get all the details.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. We'll do a meetup. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you kind of talked about something that might apply to this, or that I thought might work. But we like to ask, if Dr. Pepper just came to you one day and said, Austin, you have our entire budget, and you see what they do with the tuition giveaway.
Yeah.
You have an entire budget. We want you to come up with a campaign to promote Dr. Pepper. Think about your target audience, what you would like to do, and we'll just green light it. What's something you would like to do?
First thing that pops into my head is have
lifetime supply for all of us, obviously, but after that.
Yeah. Goodness. Maybe instead of throwing the footballs through the little hoops for the tuition giveaway, you have a swimming competition of the pool filled with Dr. Pepper, and see if you have to swim, but don't get distracted and start drinking.
Yeah, I think a lot of us would lose immediately. We just jump and start drinking it.
That's right.
Wouldn't even.
I would get
Zach's-
one of those giant pool noodles and use it as a straw.
Like I'll be a lifeguard. I don't mind jumping in there.
Yeah.
Because on it, my mind first went to all the kids that pee in the pool, and I'm like, no. No,
All right,
Oh, that would end bad
24
fast.
flavors.
We're not doing elimination.
Eliminated Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
It'll never be the same.
That's a great question though. That's cool. I'd have to think about that and get back to you, but
no,
goodness,
it's kind of one of those spur of the moment things where I actually just drop off.
sure. Yeah.
No, man.
No, you mentioned something earlier in the show that made me think, oh, that's a great idea. We could do that, but I'll have to go back and rewatch what we talked about because I forget things.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So basically, we've been asking you about about your favorite style with whether you prefer the can or 2 liter and all this stuff, and and your favorite flavors, But I have to ask the most important question: what do you pair Dr. Pepper with? You already know what I pair it with.
Your favorite food to
What's
enjoy?
your favorite food to enjoy Dr. Pepper? I'm waiting.
I was gonna say pair it with another Dr. Pepper.
That's a very much an acceptable answer.
That is a good answer.
Sure. I think honestly my favorite food to pair it with would be a nice juicy steak.
Mhm.
Man.
Ooh.
Kind of
Nice.
get your wine glass out, put that that Dr. Pepper in there,
Fancy.
sides that wine, and
Being a fantasy
Put it down.
ambassador.
that's right.
I thought
Yeah.
Dario was going to ask you who's your favorite host, and I was getting ready to kick him out in case.
Sure.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I got the.
So
Yeah,
Dario
there
had
you
to go.
Oh, really? I thought I had more time. No, I was
No, I'm
just
not-
the cookie. That's not fair. Hey, I enjoy when you kick me out because that gives me time to get a cookie out, start eating it, have that moment.
All right,
Yeah.
Dario's having a cookie break, so we'll just chat with that for a minute. Now, Austin, do you collect any Dr. Pepper memorabilia or merchandise, or do you have people give you lots of stuff?
No,
Oh,
there's
I'm back
Cookies, huh?
already.
You're cheating on cookies with Cheetos.
That was better. I didn't like cookies at that time, but that was great.
that was perfect.
I did the same thing, Dario. I eat hot Cheetos with my Dr. Pepper.
That's great. Zach, to answer your question, I don't collect anything at the moment. I always said once I get my own house, then I'll start collecting more stuff. As of right now, it's gonna have to get packed away and all that stuff. So, but it's kind of easy to get gifts for nowadays because it's just get me a Dr. Pepper shirt, socks, like anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I told my students, I have 31 students, and I was like, if you guys each just got me a 12-pack for Christmas, that's like half a year supply. I'd be.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
ever apply or ask just to have 23 students, or is that?
Oh, that. Well, see,
Well-
I have the 23 students.
It would be. We have 31, and I have them in 2 different groups, just based because we share teachers and stuff. And they're gonna add another teacher next year, so we'll have 3 teachers in 5th grade. So it's already over that, but if I had 23 in one room at a time, the school amount, we don't have the capacity to get them. But no, it's not a bad idea. I do always, I put my students in alphabetical order, like in my grade book. So I always look at who's number 23, and I'm like, you better not ruin this number for me. Please be
Yeah.
does their homework on time, and doesn't
No.
turn in late.
Yeah. Well, see, I actually have 23 students. So, just
So
saying.
you're doing it right.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
if you can't handle 31 students, just we'll talk later.
Oh no. Hey, you can have your 31. I'm all right with my 23 for right now. I've
I
been,
get more
I've,
paper.
I've been in those big classes with a lot of students. I'm glad I'm in a smaller school.
Well, thankfully I don't have 31 at a time, but yeah, it's yeah.
No, I got all 23 every day, all the time. They're good kids.
Now, Austin, do you ever get the real sugar Dr. Pepper? Because we were talking about the burn.
Yes.
You drink your Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, back in college, I would get the real sugar Dr. Pepper, and that's what I would bring to the hangouts and everything like that because it was glass
Nice.
and it was just kind of like
Okay.
part of it.
Okay. So no, I'll let Zach ask this question, then I'll ask mine. I don't know. Were you asking another question, or I'm going to ask?
No.
No, go ahead.
Okay, then. Okay, so if you add the real sugar, have you done hot Dr. Pepper yet?
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. I saw that we could do that. I think someone put it on the Pepper Pack page.
Yeah, they do
No,
every year.
no, yeah, but I recently tried it for the first time. Oh man, that's some good stuff right there. I'm just saying.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you do with the lemon?
Yeah.
See, I don't like lemons or limes, and I just can't bring myself to doing it.
It's tough if you don't like lemons, but it just adds that little hint of a different taste, into it, and it was really great. I was sick, and I was like, now or never, man.
Mhm.
See, that's what I was thinking after I had it. I was
You
like, you know
only
what?
like-
When I get sick, I'm gonna have hot Dr. Pepper,
Mhm.
and hearing it from you now, definitely I know that's what I'm gonna do the next time I'm sick is just have hot Dr. Pepper with the slice of lemon.
That's right.
See, you got to give it a try one time, Zach.
Mm-mm. You know how I feel
And
about that word.
It's not. You got to make the attempt. Okay,
Have you tried it
you
without?
owe it to yourself as a Pepper Pack ambassador, and if you
Dario's talking too much.
Well, there's other ways to make it. It's not just you don't have to do it the traditional way.
I
There's
know,
also ways where you
do
can
it,
just
yeah.
take a cinnamon stick, and stir it
Mhm.
in there. There's
Yeah.
a few different versions.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I don't want it to be like one of those things where you like something so much, then you do it, you mix it up a little bit, and then it ruins it forever. Not that you could do that with Dr. Pepper, but I really don't like lemons.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah, that's fair.
mm,
Why,
it's
why
good stuff though. You're missing out.
bring my vanilla float?
All right. Enough getting on Zach for the moment.
So, Austin, a couple random other questions I like to ask people. What's the longest you've gone without Dr. Pepper?
Oh man. It can't be more than a month, honestly. I always have Dr. Pepper at home. Sometimes I don't drink if I'm like trying to lose some weight or something like that. But I mean, I always just have it on hand if we go out. It's a nice alternative. So yeah.
What's the farthest you've traveled, or have you done any traveling outside the United States?
Just Mexico. That's it.
Okay, well, they have Dr. Pepper there.
Mm-hmm.
I always like to ask people how far they've traveled to get Dr. Pepper. I went to South Africa back in 2010, and they don't have it on the shelves there, but I did find a little place that imported it, so I was able to get some in South Africa. So
that's great.
Oh, what is your favorite Dr. Pepper slogan or advertisement? You have for the Lion, King of Beverages, the You Deserve This, the Peggy Pepper, all those.
Like the recent things that come out, or because I guess
Any of them?
Oh, so yeah. I just I think at the Dr. Pepper Museum I found out what the 10, 2, and 4 meant, and so I think that was really cool. Just perfect timing to have your Dr. Pepper. all
At
day.
the
So
10:30 and 4:30 to give you that drink a bite to eat.
that's right.
I love
And
it.
like, go ahead.
I love telling my students about that because they're always like, because I have a Dr. Pepper chalkboard and it's got the 10, 2, 4 drink a bite to eat on it. And it's like, why is there only a 10, a 2, and a 4 on the clock? And I was like, well, and because then we always celebrate Dr. Pepper Day at 2 on October 24th.
Sure.
And I got to tell them that's the 10, 2, 4. And there's so many people, even my coworkers, are like, oh, I had no idea there was that much thought put into it. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Never the drink of intellectuals.
Yeah, it's great. And if you're thinking about it at those times, it's like, oh yeah, this would be a perfect time to have it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm under the impression though, and you will probably agree with me just because it sounds like you like to drink a lot of Dr. Pepper like I do, that the best time for Dr. Pepper is like, say you wake up at like 6, so it's like 6:30, 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12. You just drink it all day, like every 30 minutes, take another sip or crack open a can.
Zach puts an IV in and
Yeah.
for the day.
Don't tempt me.
Well, one of those backpacks with the the water.
Yeah, Camelback.
I have the football helmet with the 2 cans, but I do want the Camel pack. I want the Camel pack. We can rename it the Pepper Pack. There we go.
There it is.
It's the Camelback, and it gets called the Pepper Pack. Oh,
Here's
Dr.
our
Pepper.
Hammer Pack.
Things that I think of on the show.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Add to your Christmas list.
there it is.
Can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been able to get any of the Dr. Pepper rewards? Do you use your points or do you redeem your points for the Dr. Pepper rewards?
Not too much. I think I've gotten like a case of Dr. Pepper once, but that's about it.
What you know what I'm talking about? Like if you go to drpepper.com and the rewards and you redeem your receipt. Oh, Austin, dude, you're missing out. So
Yeah.
go to drpepper.com.
Yes.
They have a reward system that every time you buy Dr. Pepper from a store and it says Dr. Pepper on your receipt, you take a picture of it. They give you points.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they let you use those points to buy stuff. Like I got a whole kit of house stuff. I got this beanie. They gave me Dr. Pepper gloves that work with texting. I've got Konnor showing you all the bunch of the different rewards they have.
I thought that was the Pepper Pack stuff, but that's
No, that's just the rewards. And all you have to do is go on there and take a picture of your receipt, make sure they can see it, upload it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 5 points because I think I updated my profile once. So
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They give you those codes. You can use those on the rewards, but you actually redeem the receipts and get all these other rewards, and it works out great.
Oh yeah. They got some nice stuff on there.
See, that's gonna start your collection.
There
And
it
then
is.
you find out the hard truth, like the 3 of us already know. Once you get started, it's hard to stop.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why you gotta get
more and more
With the
things.
Terry. Yep.
That's why you got the lunch pill. That's why
I gotta fill up
the
my
light. Yeah. Look at this. Got
Start
a couple
filling up.
clocks.
Yep.
Couple clocks, couple posters.
like he said though, he said he needs to get it, but he wants to like wait until he's got his own place to really take it over. So that gives you the chance now to start looking around eBay and all that places that like Dario and I fight over stuff. See the things you're gonna want.
Yes.
So I
That's
want
great.
stuff that's what I want, but it's broken. So I tell Dario to buy it because then he buys it broken. That way, when the one that comes on that's working and not broken, I can buy it. Dario's already bought a broken one. He doesn't want to buy 2.
Well, see. Yeah.
That's
He
perfect.
does tell me about it, especially the broke ones, but I haven't been doing that, so
Mm-hmm. He has. It's all over the wall.
what are you talking about? You're talking about my clocks work perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. All right, Bailey. I'm looking to see if you voted. Bailey, you didn't vote. Bailey wants me to sing my 12 Days of Dr. Pepper. She didn't even vote.
Oh wow.
Well, shall we sing the song?
It must be done.
All right. Dario, did you get the words? I put them in the private chat. So
Yes, I saw the words.
Except it didn't put them in there really good because it listed them all out. So let me
Yeah.
fix
We figured it out.
Well, I know, but it's just not as fun that way.
All
All right. Well, Bailey, this is for you. You're probably not watching anymore, which is probably good. But Austin, last year I wrote a 12 Days of Christmas Dr. Pepper version. And I sang it while wearing headphones, so I couldn't hear myself singing. And the Lord did not bless me with musical abilities at all.
Yep.
And so it's like, this is not good. And so they've made fun of me for it since, Josh and Bailey. And I'm probably gonna make fun of again, but I showed my students this on what was it, Thursday, Friday, and I sang it for them in class, and they thought it was hilarious. And they're like, I don't know what any of that stuff means. And I'm like, it's all Dr. Pepper things, so don't worry.
Yeah.
So, shall I take the stage?
I think you should.
Oh, don't do this. All right. I don't do this to myself. See, this is a good idea until I had to actually start singing.
And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
That's on 23.
23.
Number 1, 2, 23.
23.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 vanilla floats and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 Peggy Peppers, 2 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 Shooter Wacos, 3 Peggy Peppers, 2 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me.
Just for me.
There you go.
Day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 Frosty Peppers, 4 Shooter Wacos, 3 Peggy Peppers, 2 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 cans are chilling, 5 Frosty Peppers, 4 Shooter Wacos, 3 Peggy Peppers, 2 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 straws for sipping, 6 cans are chilling, 5 Frosty Peppers, 4 Shooter Wacos, 3 Peggy Peppers, 2 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 machines for the man caves, 7 straws for sipping, 6 cans are chilling, 5 Frosty Peppers, 4 Shooter Wacos, 3 Peggy Peppers, 2 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 liquid dancers, 8 machines for the man cave, 7 straws for sipping, 6 cans are chilling, 5 Frosty Peppers, 4 Shooter Wacos, 3 Peggy Peppers, 2 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. Whew, I think I'm going to now, right? On the 10th day of Christmas, to me, 10 lion logos, 9 liquid dancers, 8 machines for the man cave, 7 straws for sipping, 6 cans for chilling, 5 Frosty Peppers, 4 Shooter Wacos, 3 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me. I know. I after 10, I started just throwing up numbers.
Yeah.
On the 11th
Like
day
being
of Christmas, gave to me 11 pick your peppers, 10 lion logos, 9 liquid dancers, 8 machines to make it, 7 straws for sipping, 6 cans are chili, 5 Frosty Peppers, 4 Shooter Wacos, 3 Peggy Peppers, 2 vanilla floats, and a can of Dr. Pepper poured just for me.
Everybody know.
What?
Here we go. Oh, everybody, we'll help you out.
Last one.
Day of Christmas, what you love give to me.
12.
11
pick your peppers,
10
lion
lion
logos,
logos,
9
lion
liquid dancers, 8 machines for the man cave,
7 straws
7 straws to feed,
chilling, 5 Frosty Peppers, 4 Shooter
Four
Wacos, 3
Peggy Peppers, Pepper, 2
and Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper for me.
Oh, thank you. I will not do that ever again this year.
Did someone say encore?
Oh, maybe next time.
That was great.
It was so nice.
Enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, I think
Good
that last
job.
verse, nobody could understand what was being said.
That's all right. If you guys want the words, we might share those on our social media. I took that and created it, and I had a PowerPoint that went with it last year, but it somehow got deleted on my computer. But yeah, 'cause first time I was clicking it to show like every time it reset, and there's a countdown for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then the 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just having that many images copied and pasted into PowerPoint on click cues was locking my computer up while I was singing it, and I just couldn't focus on it. So I just went for it. So Bailey, I don't know if you're still there, but if not, you missed it. But you're all my witnesses. It happened. Let's not talk.
Made it happen.
That's all right.
But Austin, it was great chatting with you. I'm glad you were able to join us tonight.
Yeah,
It's great chatting with y'all. Thanks for having me on.
Interacting with you more. I feel like I love just the community that we have with the Pepper Pack and just being able to talk and interact with each other. And so this has been a great little outlet here, having the podcast to actually meet people and hear their stories. So we appreciate you coming on and sharing your story and your love of Dr. Pepper. And my favorite thing that I hear over and over again on the show is people always thought I was weird because how much I was crazy.
Yeah.
And then I found this group and I was like, I'm not alone.
Yep. Yep.
For sure.
Or that there's people weirder than me.
If you build it, they will come. So
yeah, even just having or listening to the previous podcast, I mean, it's great to know that other people are just as obsessed as I am. More obsessed.
Dedicated.
There you go.
Dedication.
Passionate.
I'm passionate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I have a new question. In the portal, they have badges. Sorry, I know. Yeah. I think of things and I want to talk about them. And then after this, I'll let Konnor finish off the show.
it was just funny out of nowhere.
Konnor, talk. I got to get another can of Dr. Pepper. I'm out.
Okay, so what Zach was saying was there's badges that you can get for being in the portal. Do you have a favorite one? Is there one you want to like create your own, or is there one that you're like working really hard to try to get?
Let me see my badges I have.
Because I have like the whole top section, and
you should have the creative one after that song.
Woo. That was a creator destruction. But I was really hoping to get the creative one after I uploaded the picture of the Dr. Pepper lanterns I made and stuff for my classroom.
Yeah. And
they commented on it, but I haven't got the badge. So I'm wanting to comment like, does this earn me the creative badge? But I don't mind asking for it, but I also don't want to ask for it.
Give us a Christmas badge.
There you go. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. How about this, Zach? I'll ask for you. Basically, I'm not very creative, so the probability of me getting it is probably pretty low. So I'll ask.
You should comment on it, then Dario. I'm like, this deserves a creative badge.
Of course, then they're gonna give you that you deserve this badge.
I mean, I'll take that too.
Maybe a Pepper in the Wild badge where you look at a picture of Dr. Pepper found somewhere or something unique and all that.
Oh, we need the Dr. Pepper tree.
That's yeah.
We need to make the Dr. Pepper tree. Do you remember that one, Zach?
I'm not. Which tree are you talking about? Because I made my Christmas tree out of my Dr. Pepper can.
No. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one that your kids made years ago. The Dr. Pepper tree. The pine tree that grows out in Southern California.
Oh, you're talking the writing assignment.
Yes.
So I talked to my students about Dario and how he lives in California and says he drinks much Dr. Pepper. And so they actually drew a picture of Dario, and he was holding a bag of cookies. And the assignment, now that I'm thinking about it, refreshing my memory, is they had to create a plant. There's a botany class. And they had to create a plant and then tell me like specific things about it. So they created a Dr. Pepper tree that grew in the wild of California, and it grew fresh Dr. Pepper cans. And so they drew this tree, and then it had Dario underneath it, like grabbing cans of Dr. Pepper, holding a bag of cookies. And it says like wild Darios will be drawn to it or whatever.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. So they gave me the flavor connoisseur badge. I'm missing the positive
Okay.
pepper, the big thinker, the creative pepper, and the you deserve it. And I'm like,
Alright.
oh, I want those ones.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have the creative pepper. All of you, you know.
I mean,
Oh.
again, I love that.
for this.
I don't want to be that annoying guy that sits there and says, give me the badges.
Yeah. Well, we'll make it happen. Why not?
But this, Austin, is what I was referring to earlier.
Yeah. No,
This is good stuff. And I had to go crack it open because when I end my show, I have a little saying I got to say. And yes, Konnor, I have the words ready to make sure I say it right this time.
Oh, okay, good job.
All
Yeah.
right.
So, did you give us a lowdown on all our social media? And Austin, do you care if people find you on social media? Are you good with that?
sure. Yeah.
What's the best way for anyone watching or watching later? What's the best way for them to find you?
Probably Twitter. Twitter is at Austin Dudley 1.
Not Austin Dudley 23, but he might be 23. Now that I say that, Dr. Pepper said.
Yeah, exactly. I might change it.
All right. Well, Austin, again, thank you, sir. It's been great chatting with you. We'll chat here in a little bit, I'm sure. And Konnor,
yes.
I'll let you take over.
Thank you guys for joining us again here at the podcast. Don't forget to check us out on all our socials, our Twitter or our Instagram, pretty much anywhere. Just look for the Pepper Pack Podcast. Leave us a like, share our stuff. We do giveaways and that kind of stuff. And hit up our Redbubble store.
Yes.
Dario showed off one of our limited edition T-shirts that'll be out
Oh,
until
yes.
the beginning of the year. And get it while you can. You'll if you order it this week, you should still be able to get it right before Christmas. But and it'll go all the way until the 1st, and then that T-shirt will disappear. So don't forget to try to grab one when you
Oh,
can.
it's now gone.
Yeah, before you know it. But once again, thank you guys so much for showing up and listening to our terrible singing. And
That hurt. I'm just kidding.
I said ours, not yours. You're doing it.
Oh yeah, all of
Well,
ours.
Well,
It was a team
again,
effort.
guys, thank you. All right. Be safe. Be caffeinated. Be a pepper. And until we drink again.